Hughes was one of half a dozen players who carried injuries into the first game. Alex Ferguson felt their performances suffered, and it's interesting that he's not risked Paul Ince's fitness tonight. Dennis Irwin has got his place back at Mal Donaghy's expense. Gary Pallister and Brian Robson are both back after missing Saturday's draw at Queen's Park Rangers. Southampton are without their leading scorer and leading light Matthew Le Tissier. This is his deputy, Sergei Gotsmanov, one of two Soviet players in their lineup tonight. Right back, Alex Sharednik is the other. That's the only change from the side that so nearly ousted United last week. Neil Ruddock is available again after suspension, but has to make do with a place on the bench. Jimmy Case lost his place to Alan McLaughlin at the weekend, but is back as captain tonight because Saints' record signing is cup tie. George Courtney takes charge of another quarter-final next month, Roma versus Anderlecht in Europe, and he says that the purge on the professional foul is every bit as severe on the continent. Southampton were the first team to hold Manchester United in cup football this season. Nobody's beaten them in a cup tie for 15 months now, and of course nobody's beaten them in any match since November. It's their best run of form for well over 5 years. When he'd no right to. Hughes finding Sharp. McClare. Owen's made the overlapping run. Useful cross. Phelan's there! Headed off the line, no goal. Lee Sharp. Driven into a bit of a cul-de-sac as Southampton regroup. He's won a free kick though. But Manchester United within a whisker of taking the lead then. And Mike Phelan, who scored his first goal of the season on Saturday, who really gets more than one a season. Very nearly doubled his money then. Great cross by Irwin, and a terrific header away by Kevin Moore. Dennis Irwin. Hughes has made a run in behind the defence, but Osman's covered it. Away by Adams. Header fell for Wallace, and he's got Ford in support to his right. Tried to do it all alone. It was an ambitious effort in the end by Rodney Wallace. Steve Bruce just shepherded him into the area where he didn't feel as though he could hit the target. Case hung in towards Wallace. Pallister was always favoured in the air. Horn, though, doing well. Barry Horn, who set up the goal for Shearer last week, making a typical surge into the box himself. It's a nice return ball by Shearer. Again, the angle difficult. Neil Webb for Manchester United. Oh, just whipped away from Sharp by Alex Sharednik. When Southampton gets sucked in and Manchester United are able to break against them, that's when they look dangerous, and Neil Webb has orchestrated a couple of telling breaks so far. Lee Sharp's corner. Steve Bruce did well, Robson was in, chance for McClare, knocked off the line by Osman. Second time that the Southampton goal has survived, courtesy of a goal-line clearance. Flowers got to that one. Southampton goalkeeper beaten once more. Bruce did so well there, and Brian McClare thwarted on the line by Russell Osman. Shearer leading the breakout. Strong play by Mike Phelan. Leighton Blackmore trying to get Neil Webb on his way. Got past Adams. Handball, is it? Yes, penalty. Kevin Moore it is, who reached out to try and stop him. But the ball just seemed to lodge between his arm and his body. Good work by Neil Webb, and Moore, it is anxiety to stop it reaching the United men beyond. Handle the ball. Last 2 minutes of the half. Steve Bruce. Oh, and he's missed it. His first failure of the season. And he missed it by some distance. Southampton's biggest let-off so far. Cleared the crossbar by a yard. The first half drawing to a close on a familiar and frustrating note for Manchester United. The few occasions on which they've defeated that offside line. They've been thwarted either by the goal line clearances of Kevin Moore and Russell Osman, or most dramatically by Steve Bruce's penalty miss just 2 minutes before the interval. First time that he's let United down from the spot this season. They've not failed to score in their last 14 games, Manchester United. They must just be beginning to not even be at halfway. Extra time would follow a deadlocked 90 minutes. Alex Ferguson believes that United's newfound confidence has been highlighted by the number of late goals they've scored recently, half a dozen crucial ones in the last month alone. It was the 77th minute at Southampton, it was the 83rd minute at Queen's Park Rangers on Saturday. We may even go into the hundreds tonight if extra time is necessary. Jimmy Case. Shearer keeping Bruce honest. McLeod. Hughes was fouled that time by Osman. Steve Bruce taking the free kick. Moving ball. Blackmore a little fortunate to find feeling again then. Hung up for Neil Webb. Went it in the air from Osman, but Moore got it clear. Cockrell. Robson. Webb. Hughes onside this time. Great chance for Mark Hughes. He's done it again. 6 minutes of the second half gone. Tim Flowers is beaten. And not surprisingly, it's Mark Hughes who's beaten him. He's run that Southampton offside line all night in the hope of getting a breakthrough, and eventually it comes. A flourishing finish. Goal number 14 of the season for Mark Hughes. As many as he scored in the whole of last season. And Manchester United lead. And Southampton may just have to change their approach a little bit now. Case's free kick. Ace there! An equaliser by Alan Shearer. Manchester United just couldn't deal with the free kick. And Shearer's finish was instant, right through Les Sealey. Alan Shearer equalises within 60 seconds. The volume's been turned up at Old Trafford. Gotsmanov. Rodney Wallace. Pallister's back there covering. I'm not sure how much Les Sealey saw of that Shearer shot. It was through him before he knew it. Shearer. Barry Horn without the ball. Phelan just sweeping the ball into Dennis Irwin's path, inviting him to come forward. Neil Webb. Ryan Robson. Good play by Barry Horn. What a fabulous challenge that was. Now what's he set up? Case for Adams. Cockrell. Wallace. Regained by Pallister. It's not going to bounce within 20 yards of a Manchester United player. Gotsmanov. Smart play by the Soviet. Two waiting in the middle. Gotsmanov going it alone. Deflected behind by Steve Bruce. It was a bristling run by Sergei Gotsmanov. It's only his third start in the senior side this season. Taking his chance in the absence of Matthew Le Tissier. He's going to be out for a while. Steve Bruce intervening. And again, volley by Cockrell. Almost found a way through. So many bodies in front of Les Sealey. And Glenn Cockrell can really strike them from that range. He didn't get hold of that one as he would have wished. Sealey only just got there. 1-1 the score. Lee Sharp onside. Good control too. Useful cross. Mark Hughes, 2-1. Six goals in his last 5 games. And Gary Pallister giving Lee Sharp virtually his first chance of the evening to run at the defender and get in a telling cross. And how telling it was. Mark Hughes, hat-trick hunting. Sergei Gotsmanov, equaliser hunting. Well blocked by Les Sealey. Stretched Manchester United there, got beyond Clayton Blackmore. But Les Sealey got his angles all right. Steve Bruce. It was deflected by Horn, and here goes Lee Sharp. Two waiting in support. Goalkeeper committed. Goalkeeper did very well indeed. All or nothing there for Tim Flowers. He came all the way and managed to smother the ball at Lee Sharp's feet. Won't be too happy with his first touch. Good goalkeeping though. Hughes his head up. Robson now is clear of Jimmy Case, or he was. What will George Courtney rule? There was another Southampton player beyond Jimmy Case. Was Robson denied a clear goal-scoring opportunity? It's a red card for Jimmy Case. Case and Robson, two experienced professionals who've locked Angeles so many times in the past, understand the new rules, and understand that Case had to go. Or did he? Because there is another player beyond him. Webb's free kick. And the Southampton punishment ends there. Jimmy Case powerless now to influence the outcome. Hughes has charged it down, and Hughes has got a real chance for a hat-trick here. He's got past the goalkeeper, and he's got his hat-trick. Sherednik couldn't get it clear. He didn't know Hughes was so close. And Mark Hughes committed the goalkeeper, almost wrestled the ball away from him. And once clear of him, there was no doubt in the outcome. Manchester United have made a double substitution. Dennis Irwin and Lee Sharp have come off. Number 12 is Mal Donaghy, and number 14 is Mark Robbins. Slipping again, and here goes Rodney Wallace. He's got support from Barry Horn. Real chance for Wallace. Brought down, was he, by Seeley? Penalty given. It's a yellow card at very least. Hope springs eternal for Southampton. It's Hughes 3, Shearer 2. His second of the night is Southampton's second of the night. Adams, Cockrell, Wallace screaming for it, but they've been beaten by the whistle. The cup adventures of Manchester United continue. The FA Cup holders move within 2 matches of another Wembley visit and are still chasing knockout silverware on 3 fronts, thanks to 3 goals tonight from Mark Hughes.
Well, some game and a magnificent hat-trick from Mark Hughes, but another talking point inevitably was